It's time once again for the Guild Trivia Implosion.
Woo!
Look at that person wooing right now. It's Jeff. Hello, Jeff.
Hello, John. How are you?
And look, I found another competitor. It's Jimmy. Hey there, Jimmy.
Howdy.
And we've got with us back again, it's Tim Burns. Hey, Tim, welcome back.
Hey, it's great to be back.
You have chosen to appear on the Defeats episode. That means that all of today's questions will be pertaining to presidential defeats.
Oh, I thought they were going to be about my feats.
How do you feel about presidents, Jimmy?
Generally poorly.
How good are you at presidential trivia?
I try to stay away from it, honestly.
There's no avoiding it today, unfortunately.
There's no avoiding it, so we might as well all do it right now.
Let's see how much you know about presidential losers today, Tim.
Oh, man, I'm pretty sure I'm going to be one of them.
Okay. Well, I should warn you, this is a really hard category, so congratulations and good luck.
We'll see how it goes.
Okay. Question number 1 for 1 point. This president entered office with a powerful 23% margin over George McGovern. He didn't leave office with nearly that much support.
McGovern. Was he the one that Reagan beat? I'll go with Reagan.
Pretty sure that was Pablo Escobar.
President Taft. I have no idea.
Correct answer is Richard Nixon.
Oh, God, the other bad one.
Because there are only two. There are only two bad ones.
Yeah, there's only two. Oh, Pablo's not one of those.
Of course, the Futurama reference. Oh, what a McGovern I've been.
Who says watching cartoons teaches you nothing?
Apparently it didn't.
All right. Question number 2 is worth 2 points. Barry Goldwater wanted to use nuclear weapons against North Vietnam. He wanted to invade Cuba, and he had to defend his opposition to the Civil Rights Act. All of that led to the very first presidential win for this president who was already in office.
JFK?
Was already in office, but did not win the presidency. It sounds like LBJ. He's the only one I can think of who was in office but didn't win it. Sure, I'll go with that one.
Well, as a Goldwater gal, I am going to have to go with Lyndon B. Johnson.
That's a correct answer, LBJ, for 2 points. Good job.
All right.
All righty.
2 points in one.
Question 3. This president won over his opponent, John Davis, by a 25% margin, possibly because he had already been president for a short time after his boss's death.
Trying to think of presidents who have died in office. William Henry Harrison, Lincoln, Garfield, McKinley. But who are their successors? That's a harder question.
So hard.
I'm going to say one of the, whatever Kennedy took over for Lincoln.
The only one I can think of offhand is Andrew Johnson.
Yeah, I know for a fact that Jonathan Davis is the lead singer of the band Korn, and I know that they were pretty big in the 90s, so I'm going to go with George H.W. Bush.
Correct answer this time is Calvin Coolidge.
Ah, Silent Cal.
Oh, what was I thinking picking this category?
You didn't know it was about presidents. I tricked you.
I had no idea. It's fair. Fair point. Fair point.
Question number 4, worth 4 points.
All right.
Franklin Roosevelt won his second term by a margin of over 24%, besting this former Kansas governor.
My first thought was, is Bob Dole that old?
You think that being from Kansas, that the state of Kansas would have talked about how this former governor got his ass kicked in the election, but they didn't, did they? He's old enough for it, so we're gonna go with Bob Dole.
I have no knowledge of any kind of governor other than the ones that we've had currently. So I'm gonna say Governor Governson, who.
Oh my gosh, it was Governor Governson.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Sorry, I have lived in New Jersey, I have lived in California, I have lived in Texas, and now here. I missed all of the state history stuff for Kansas. So I have no idea. So I'll go with Charles Curtis.
Correct answer is Alf Landon.
Ah, that's the building across the street from where I work.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I work in the Curtis building.
Alf Landon.
Alf?
Alf. Yes.
As in ALF, as in the short puppet that ate cats?
Alf Landon came before that one, but yes.
Aha.
Okay, and final question, number 5, worth 5 points. In the biggest presidential landslide of all time, newspaper publisher James Cox lost out to which other newspaper publisher by more than 26%?
That was the largest presidential landslide of all time? Man, I thought it was Reagan. Reagan only lost one state.
In the research that I did for these questions, I thought Reagan would be bigger, but these 5 were actually the biggest margins. Reagan was not even in the top 5.
So it's a smaller margin, but a consistent margin across all states. That makes sense.
Yes.
Whoever it was must have been a really good candidate. Otherwise, it's going to be pretty cringy. I'm going to go with Abraham Lincoln.
Pulitzer?
Dewey?
Oh, it was the extremely popular president called Warren Harding.
Oh, yeah. We're hard for Harding. That was his slogan.
All right, let's take a look at the scoreboard. Jeff, you got 2 points, which today, that's enough for first place.
Woo!
Let's take a look at the scoreboard. All right, looks like you have 2 points, but because that was so hard, that is enough for first place.
Yeah!
All right, let's check the scoreboard. Oh, Tim, there's nothing on the scoreboard. Unfortunately, that means you are last place for today.
Oh. Well, I mean, I wish I could say it came as a surprise that I'm in last place, but I mean, those are some tough questions. I am not a history buff by any means.
Tim, I'm really glad that you played today. Hopefully you'll come back again and join us on the Guild's Trivia Implosion.
All right.
All right. Thanks, Tim, and we'll see you next time. Jimmy, sing Green Day.
No.
I would shed a tear if I had any left in me.